Today's look is on this dramatic red lip with dramatic lashes but with a neutral eye, and I feel like this look is perfect for all the holidays coming up and all the parties you can attend. But also I feel like it's really nice if you amp it up maybe a little bit, and it would be perfect for a winter bride. And of course you don't have to wear such a dramatic lip if that's not your thing. This eye look works perfect with any colored lipstick. But if you want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. So the eyeshadow look I'm doing today is not really going to have a lot of dramatic eyeshadows, but I still want to do them first in case of any fallout. So I'm going to start with putting a lid on it. This is the Balm's eyelid primer called Put a Lid on It. And I'm just going to do a little dab on each eye. The first color I'm going to use is actually from the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. I'm going to take the lightest shade right here. It's a matte one. The top row is glittery and the bottom row is matte, and this is just my skin color, but this also works great as a brow bone highlight. And I'm just going to take this to set my eyes, so I'm just going to sweep it all over, and I mean set the eyeshadow primer. I had a really hard time choosing what palette to use, but I just got the ColourPop You Had Me at Hello palette. Like, I even have the sticker left, but it is so beautiful. So I thought I would kind of dive into some of these colors and maybe, you know, play around a little bit, use a few different ones. But this is going to be a very light eye, so yeah, nothing too dramatic. So I feel like this palette works perfect for that. It has beautiful natural colors and a lot of good like transition crease colors because they're matte. I'm going to start with this light color here at the top row. It's a matte one, but it has a little bit of like a peachy tint to it, and I feel like this is a good transition shade in the crease. I really enjoy the formula of that eyeshadow, so I'm happy about that. Now I'm going to take the pinkier shade down here at the second row, and I'm going to do the exact same with this one. Pop it in the crease, give it a little bit of dimension there. So now that we got a little bit of definition in the crease, I'm going to take the lightest shade, the first shade here. It's a beautiful, I don't even know how to explain it. It's a pinky champagne color and it's beautiful. And I'm just going to take this all over the lid. Now we're going to get into this color. It's a medium light brown, but I feel like it has a little bit of purplish in it or something. So I'm going to take that, and on a small, that one had a lot of kick up. The other colors have had like zero kick up whatsoever and zero fallout and super amazing, but this one was really powdery, so be careful. I'm going to take that on a smaller crease brush and just place it closely to the lash line and in the crease, focusing on the outer corner. And I'm going to take the last and the darkest shade in the palette and run that across my lash line and a little bit smoke it out in the outer corners. I feel like the eyes are not as shiny and as dramatic as I want them, so I'm going to take the Kiko Milano water eyeshadow in the color 200 and pop that on the lid and see if we get some more drama. The fun thing with the Kiko Milano eyeshadow is that you can make it even more dramatic and even more metallic if you just apply some water. So I'm going to use this makeup fixing spray from Essence, take it on my brush, and then apply a little bit more. I'm now going to go back to the first crease shade that we used and blend out any edges. So I'm going to start working on the face, and I'm going to take the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. This is so old, I think it's almost gone, but yeah, we're going to apply that and blend it in. Next I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I really like this one, and it's really light, and which is one of the parts I like most about it. Like, it actually really brightens my under eye. Normal concealers are just like, you know, the same color as my skin. This is actually lighter. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques again and blend it out. And I'm going to use the RCMA No Color Powder, a trusty favorite. And I'm just going to kind of like bake underneath my eyes, make sure everything stays in place all day long. Well, not really bake actually. Just like pop in a little bit of powder. I'm actually gonna let the rest of the face like kind of set, you know, before I go in with any powder. And now I'm gonna take the Essence Eyebrow Designer eyebrow pencil, basically in blonde. I remember when I had this in my full face of Essence and I didn't really like it, and now I don't know what it is, but I just keep using it. I keep going back to it, and I'm afraid I'm converted and I'm now an eyebrow pencil girl. I just think it's so easy to do a few strokes and boom, you have eyebrows. So I'm just gonna lightly fill them in, give them some definition, because right now we look kind of crazy without any eyebrows. That is the brows done. I'm gonna use the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. Everybody's seen me use this already. It's just a trusty favorite that I keep on using and keep on repurchasing because it's so inexpensive and still so great. But I do want to look into more eyebrow setting products. So if you have a recommendation, please leave it in the comments below. I would love to check it out. Now we have eyebrows in place and we can move on to setting the rest of my face. I'm still going to use the RCMA, but with the big fluffy brush, and just like lightly sweep it all, so that all the powder products are going to glide on effortlessly on top of the foundation. Now I'm actually going to use my Sleek palette. It looks a little grabby and old, and yeah, I might have ruined him. I might have thrown him in the floor and crashed him. So I'm going to use the contour and the highlight shade from this palette, but we are going to use a different blush. So I'm going to start with taking up a little bit of the contour shade. It's quite pigmented for someone as pale as me, but you know, it works. And I'm taking it on a Real Techniques blush brush. And I'm going to just kind of chisel out my cheekbones. Now I'm going to take the Essence Satin Touch blush, and this is in the color Satin Love. So hopefully this is not too pigmented and crazy, because I just want to like flush. And now for the highlight, I'm going to use the same one in the Sleek palette. This is actually the Face Form Contouring and Blush palette in Fair. So I'm going to take the highlighter on a Real Techniques on a Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm just going to run that on the high points of my face. It's time to finish off the eyes now, so I'm going to curl my lashes and I'm going to apply the Max Factor 2000 Calorie Dramatic Volume Mascara. I'm now going to finish off the bottom lash and let the lashes dry before I apply any falsies. These. So I'm going to take the same first crease color that we used, and I'm going to apply that underneath our lower lash line, quite low down, because you know this is the lightest color, so it can come quite down. But I still want to keep the lower lash line very, very light and not as dramatic as the top lashes. This is kind of about the lips and not the eyes, so we're trying to keep them fairly neutral. And now I'm going to take this lower one, I'm going to take it on a stiffer brush like this and kind of just like place it in the outer corner. Now I'm going to apply a few of these individual cluster lashes. These are from Ardell, and I'm going to use my Duo eyelash adhesive. This is in the clear white one. And what I do when I apply my false lashes is that I look down into a mirror and kind of just try to place them on top where I want them. And we'll see how that one goes. I have now applied some falsies and also just a little bit of mascara on the bottom and the top lashes to like blend them in with my natural lashes. Now we only have the dark red lip left. I have two here that are actually new to me. I've never tried either one of these. This is the Essence Long Lasting Lipstick in 21. And I also have the Lasting Finish by Kate lipstick from Rimmel. And this is in the color 107. So yeah, the Rimmel one is definitely a little bit more red than the Essence one that has a little bit more purple in it. I think I'm gonna go with the dark red lip because I always wanted to try it and now I have it. I'm also gonna apply this Lumine Wild Rose Lip Liner with Arctic Rose Hip. This is in the color 1 Rose Illusion. So I'm just gonna apply that to the outer part of my lips. So yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's very, very easy, so you can easily recreate it yourself. I used a lot of inexpensive products that is easily found at the drugstore. So I hope you guys give it a try and subscribe if you haven't already because I got a lot of Christmas videos coming your way and I'm so excited. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!